Welcome back everyone to the Hello World Guide. This is the episode number 2 of our C++ series, and in this series we are going to create a new project. In this video, we are going to create a new project and get started with learning how basically C++ works and learning the UI of Visual Studio, because in the last video we installed Visual Studio and set it up, and now we are going to go along with actually using it. So I have opened up my Visual Studio 2022 and I'm going to go ahead and hit create a new project. And in here you should be presented with something like actually this, because I have selected specific stuff. Okay, this. Now these things might be different. Now these are basically project templates which have got a couple of stuff set up, and you can kind of modify them like you want. Basically a good starting point. And I have installed a couple of other languages except C++, like C# and Visual Basic, so I've got their project as well. Now if you have installed other languages, you will see those language projects, and if you have not, then you will just see whatever you have installed C++. So I'm going to go under all languages and select C++ instead, and for the platform just select like Windows, and for the project type I'm going to select the console project. Well, this basically means a kind of like it will print everything inside of the console, so we won't be having any UI like in basic C++. So in here you have got empty project, which is basically like it says empty and have got nothing to start from, but we are going to choose the console app so that we do have got a basic starting point. We have got other projects as well, but these are more complicated, so we are going to just choose like console app and hit next. Now in here you can select whatever name you want here and just select the name here, and after you have done that you can go ahead and select the location, and you can click these three dots to select them visually. And you should also check this place solution and project in the same directory, or you cannot if you want to, like it's up to you, but I'm going to do that because this solution is only going to contain one project, so we don't need to have separate directories for them. So we are going to do this, and then you can just go ahead and hit create. Alright, so once the project is created, you should see something like this. Now this is basically the main layout of our C++ program, but this is not like everything. This might not be exactly the same for you. The colors might be different because I have installed a special theme, and for you it might be the default theme, so you won't have actual everything like this. So what you might want, you can obviously install this theme as well. It's the Atom theme, but obviously it doesn't matter whatever theme you install. The colors don't have any meaning, only the text matters. The colors are just there for like helping you figure out which thing is like which thing is a comment, which thing is string. You will have more knowledge about that later, but it doesn't really matter that much, and you can obviously put whatever theme you want. So if it's different, then don't worry. So in here you can see quite a bunch of things, but you don't need to worry about anything. So what you need to kind of focus on is that we have got these special lines that start with two slashes. Now these are called comments. Now what is a comment? It's basically a way to add text to your program that does not mean anything. That's just there for explanation or additional meaning, or telling people stuff. It does not actually like have real meaning in it. So it's basically like empty with no meaning, but it does kind of like because it does not mean anything real. It's just there for explanation, so you can put kind of whatever you want there. So if you put two slashes at the start of any line, then that becomes a comment, and you can put whatever you want on that line only, and obviously you can put the next line as comment as well. So yeah, it's up to you. So I'm going to just go ahead and remove this comment that I added, and this basically can be used for a bunch of purposes. As you can see, we have got a couple of comments already that Visual Studio has put in our starting file, and this we have got a function up there, but we are not going to worry about that, and we are going to instead go down and here we have got our we've got instructions on how to run the program. Now there are two ways to do this. You can just choose like debug, or that should basically kind of start to figure out bugs in your program, or you can just run it without debugging, which will be normal running, and you can do whatever you want by pressing Control F5 or F5, and you can just go like up here, and you can press this button, and this is for debugging, and this is without debugging. I'm just going to start debugging here, and here you can choose whether it's 32-bit or 64-bit. x64 means 64-bit, and x86 means 32-bit for most of the time. And debug is you can choose debug or release. These are configurations different. You don't need to worry about them too much. You can just hit the debugging button or press F5 on your keyboard, and it should start building your project. And once it does that, what you should see is that this starts, and you get a console which displays the hello world text as promised. So this basically is kind of a hello world application which basically displays some text to the screen and does nothing else. And in here you don't need to worry about anything else for right now, but you can see we have got hello world here before this slash n. We have got the actual text here, and you can put whatever text you want here. For example, I am let's say human here, because why not, that's true. And let's just hit play, and you should see not play, actually it's start, and you can see it displays whatever text you want. So you can put whatever text you want here and it should automatically display that text. So yeah, this was pretty much it for this video, in which we kind of introduce ourselves to how comments and stuff works. And in the next video we'll actually try to learn about what these other symbols mean, and how to use them to create like different kinds of programs, and how to do input and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for all that, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and share this video with other people, and bye.